Alrighty, guys, let's get into the segments, the news, the predictions, the comments, the rumors. You already know. Everybody, welcome Wyatt, welcome SG3. You guys are ready for this?
Let's do this, brother.
Alrighty, Clash of Italy is this Sunday. Are you guys excited? Let's be honest with you guys.
105% of maybe.
Wyatt, are you excited?
Um, the show wise, not really, but the streaming wise, hell yeah, bro.
I am always kind of sketchy on these. Honestly, I have not enjoyed a PLE from WWE for quite a while. I mean, WrestleMania Night 2 was the last one, but then WrestleMania Night 1 kind of brought it down for Night 2 to bring it up. So it was somewhere between leaving out of it. But always being optimistic, trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, and that's all we do at this point. So yeah, I'm a little excited, more excited about the stream, obviously. So yeah. All right, how about this? We'll go into some of the matches, and this is probably gonna be the opener because I highly doubt that Brock Lesnar is gonna stick around until the end of the night, because either this is gonna be the main event or the beginning of the match. Because Brock Lesnar just wants to get in, get out, or land, get the match going right away, and get the hell out. So either one. Okay. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, one-on-one rematch for WrestleMania's Revenge Tour. What do you guys think? Predictions, results, interference, results, aftermath. Go ahead, guys. Who wants to start this first?
We'll let the guests start this one off first.
Wyatt, what do you think?
Oh, you want me to start off? Okay. So, we're going to have Brock Lesnar and Obafemi Part 2 at Clash in Italy this Sunday. Just letting you know, this is not the first match. The Cody versus Gunther match is kicking off. They just announced it on SmackDown. So
when is it? Okay. What's landing then? I mean, by the end of the night, because I highly doubt Brock ever does. Brock, it's something that Brock is known for is for either starting or ending night, because he doesn't want to be there for too long. Yeah. So that's interesting if Cody is Gunther starting it off. So, interesting. Okay. Yeah. So let's just either way.
Yeah. I'm gonna my pick. I'm gonna say Brock Lesnar wins this time.
Okay, Brock Lesnar wins.
I don't think Oba needs it. I don't think Oba needs it. He's too dominant. I don't think he needs it. I think Brock really needs it to probably go into SummerSlam. That's his home, and not where he's going to probably be retiring.
You think he's going to retire this August at Minnesota? Okay.
Yep, that's his home.
In his hometown. Yeah.
It makes sense.
And so do you think it's a clean window, or you think there's interference?
It's a clean window.
Paul Heyman distraction. What if Gunther comes in?
No. I think it's going to be a clean win.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All righty. SG3, what do you think?
Honestly, brother, I'm going to tell you one thing. I actually agree with Wyatt. I think Brock's going to win. They're going to set it up with Part 3 at SummerSlam. However, though, I'm going to disagree on one part. I don't think it's going to be a clean win. You want to make Oba still look dominant. You want to make Oba still look like the monster that he is. If Brock beats him clean, even if it's with 1,000 F5s, it's like you're already starting to tarnish his image.
Yeah.
You want Brock to win dirty. You want Brock to get the underhand attacks, low blow, chair shot, whatever, doesn't matter, because at this point, you're trying to protect Oba's dominant reign right now.
Right.
But I do agree with you, though. I do think 100% Brock Lesnar does win. What about you? Go ahead, brother.
So, yeah, I probably think Brock Lesnar wins. It's most likely not going to be a clean win, but also it's not going to be a dirty. It's going to be a distraction. And it's going to set up Oba's next feud between then and all the way from July before we get to August and reintroduce Brock Lesnar once again. Because he needs something to do during that meantime. He's not just going to keep calling out Brock Lesnar and Brock's not going to show up because honestly, after this, we might not see him again until SummerSlam,
A week or two before SummerSlam.
if we're lucky. But, I don't know. Like, okay, let's put it this way: Oba loses. I just don't think it looks good, no matter what, because it just doesn't make any sense. Still, storyline wise, it's so chaotic. It's so stupid because you had that feel good moment at WrestleMania where Brock retires, right? And we all thought that was it. We all clapped. We all said thank you. And then all of a sudden he comes back out of retirement, even though they did mention he is retired. They keep mentioning he retired, but it looks like he's going to stick around at least until SummerSlam. I don't think it's a SummerSlam. I think it's till next year. I think it's until next year, WrestleMania, because they're going to stack up that card in Saudi Arabia. Guarantee you one of the names is going to be Brock Lesnar. And that's when he's going to fully retire next WrestleMania. I owe him like $10 million to wrestle. You think he's going to reject it? Nah, that man, and I don't blame him. So that being said, I still don't think it's a good idea to have Oba lose. He's still hot. I get it, though. It does have a moment of reality where it's like, damn, he lost. Now it's back to climb up to the mountain. So if you are going to revisit it in SummerSlam for a part 3, then yes, it makes sense. So with that being said, Wyatt, you did mention Gunther and Cody starting it off. And if that's the case, that means Gunther is going to be available later on the night. He might have a little distraction against Oba. It doesn't have to be anything physical. Could be him showing up. Oba's confused. Brock turns him around. F5, 1, 2, 3. Goes home with the win. Oba starts a little feud with Gunther until he gets to the next set of his chapter, Brock Lesnar at that point. So nobody predicts a retirement right afterwards then. No.
Especially because I've been reading little headlines that he's actually confirmed for more dates after Clash of Italy. Brock is it, by the way.
Well, the only date that I could see that he's gonna do, because I haven't seen anything confirmed. Only one that I've seen that he might appear is Night of Champion, because that's basically a card that they really want to put in right now. That Saudi Arabia card.
Yeah.
Because whenever they go to Saudi, they want the big names. Brock right now is only the big name left, so they're probably gonna throw him a lot of money just to go there, and then afterwards, I can see him go MIA until SummerSlam. But I don't see him fully retiring at SummerSlam. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I just don't. It doesn't make sense. Where next year they're going to go to Saudi and they're going to look for a big name. So if he's going to retire once again, put the boots up and walk away, just for him to come back to Saudi, and I don't know who he's going to face by then, but I don't see him retiring anytime soon. So, real quick, had he retired in SummerSlam, how's he going to retire now? Like, you want him to take off his boots and take off the gloves again and just walk away and do the same shit? Like, this is just the part that I'm very confused here, where the man did retire, but yet he's still wrestling, but yet he's retired. So how he's going to walk away from it this time? Does anybody know?
He could do it. He doesn't have to take the boots off or the gloves off. What if his challenger, he's going to probably ask him, if you lose, you retire. You retire for good. You don't come back. I see it that way. I see Brock versus Gunther at SummerSlam. I'm sorry, but I see it. I see it every day.
My thing is this: if you're going to retire, at least go out flicking off the fence like it did at WrestleMania 20. Feel good moment in my eyes.
Something.
Yeah, go out with the bang, basically. Like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. That's even more of the Brock Lesnar that we all know and love. It is kind of intriguing that today he went out to sign autographs in a really long time today. So there were just pictures of him out at some hardware shop. Yeah. I forgot where's the location, but he was out and about signing an autograph, and he never does that, which is just very odd for him to do. But kind of interesting to see. So I guess probably for sure he probably knows it's coming to an end. He wants to at least say that I try to do something for the fans, even though he never really did before. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. But I don't know, man. We'll see this Sunday. Let's go on to the next match. All right, so this one is going to be Becky versus Sol Ruka for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. SG3, start this one off.
I got Sol Ruka winning.
Okay.
Hopefully she finally, kind of calms down and she gets the cobwebs on and she gets like the jitters and the butters, coming up, just and can actually high fly and hit the soul snatcher and everything, and she can actually move forward. Because this would right here will actually really solidify her as a main event contender. If she still has the fumbles and the bumbles, we're gonna look at it like, dude, I get it. You're it's a different pond, it's a different animal, it's a different pond, but we're not gonna forgive you this time. We may have forgiven you twice. The third one, though, we definitely won't forgive you for that one. So that's the only way that I see it. But that's my thing. And I honestly think that putting the ball on Sol right now is good for business, even if it's only a month.
Why would it be a month?
I'm just saying. So I'm saying, even if someone's saying it's going to be a longer reign, but even if it's only a month, though, you're already putting like eyes to her name. You're putting eyes to her matches.
But when you're saying only a month, are you saying that if they think they're going to give Becky the belt back?
I see get back. If Becky, believe it or not, she just, how is the best way to describe it? She's actually made the title relevant. She reminds me of the Miz with the Intercontinental title.
But at the same time, too much of a thing is a good thing. Meaning if we keep throwing hot potatoes back and forth, it's just going to devalue that title even more.
I would say if you have Becky building herself up.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to disagree. I think the hot potato thing is just not a good thing in the end of the day. And I guarantee you, if this does happen, we're all going to complain by that point, no matter how Becky Lynch is. Because, like I said, too much of a good thing is going to be a good thing in WWE. And I think at that point, let it go with Sol Ruka, let it bounce. And if it does bounce, let it go to the next heel. But that's just me. I don't know. But I'm going to agree with you. Sol Ruka needs to win it. Sol Ruka needs to get her title, needs to get her act together, doesn't need a vouch, because now you're on one of the biggest PLEs in your lifetime.
And you're international.
Yeah, and you're international. There's more pressure on you. Get it right. Get some practice in. Get some reps in before the event starts. I have faith that this is going to be a great match, and Sol Ruka is really going to show out, and she's going to hit the Soul Snatcher clean this time. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, new IC title, new young champion. I'm excited. I really am, and I hope they let her run for a couple of months at least up to September. And then from there, like I said, build up to the next person to take over and let Becky, simmer off to some other feud. Or I think she's probably going to want some time away because she is a mom too. So, these wrestlers are not going to be able to work full time forever. So we'll see. Why? What do you think?
My pick, I'm going with Sol Ruka, but there's been some rumors. I don't know if it's true. Sol is apparently injured. She is apparently injured. I don't know if she's 100%. That's why I'm afraid that Becky probably will kind of maybe win on Sunday. I don't want that. I am going Sol though. Like you said, I think we should give it to her. Put her name out there. People will start loving her, and she'll definitely be a world champion. But I disagree with the back and forth. I don't think Becky needs it. She never needed that title. Becky she's always been dominant. She's one of the greatest out there. I don't think she needs
honestly, I agree. I think she's one of the best women's wrestler of any era. One of the, I don't know, maybe that's too much. Maybe you guys have a better wrestler out there, but I don't see it.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see
it.
She is one of the best. And I think years from now to be like, damn, we lived in that man era. Because I just don't see anyone ever elevating as their star status that quick. And let's put it this way, Becky's never supposed to be in that spot.
No.
Nah.
That injury really did catapult her career to the top.
Well, let's talk about real quick. I don't want to track, but you got to remember the four horsewomen of wrestling. We had Sasha, which was now Mercedes Moné,
Yep.
Bailey,
Yep.
Becky.
Yeah.
Right away, we had Charlotte,
Yeah.
Sasha, aka Mercedes, number 2.
Yeah.
Bailey, number 3.
Yep.
Last but not least was Becky. That was hard for her to find her identity during that time.
Exactly.
So until she got that kind of heelish run, and when she broke her nose and took that punch
That's when
like a man,
That's right.
like she basically catapulted to the top, and the fans rowdy behind her, which got her the win at WrestleMania against Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, which was one of her biggest wins of her career to this date, in my opinion.
first ever main event. Women's
Main event,
at
so-
WrestleMania.
Big, I think it was like honestly, it was a big
First
one
ever.
too that had to happen.
First
yeah.
ever.
So for that to happen, and all honestly, you just can't ask for a better story, like a better story in general for Becky Lynch. So like I said, to me, since then on, she just got better and better. And it's time for a new era. It's time for Sol Ruca to come out here with the Intercontinental Champion and show the world what she got, man. The stuff that some of us only watch Raw and SmackDown, not able to watch NXT, have been missing out for quite a while. I'm sure you watch more NXT than we have, and you've seen a lot of Sol Ruca and a lot of good stuff from him.
Yes, she's really great. She's so good.
So So we're all in agreement so far. We all have the same guys going over, maybe a little different, each one of us. But right now we got Brock, and we also got Sol. So hey, 2 for 2. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see what we have on this one. Let's pick Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. Alrighty, guys. What do you guys think of this? Why was this necessary to run it back, a rematch that I feel like we didn't need at all? But WWE decided, you know what? We're going to give it to you
Because we
anyways.
could have been at the 5-card match at Backlash.
Basically.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's so hard to fill in a 5 fucking match PLE these days.
Yeah.
AEW's over here doing 12 fucking matches in one fucking night.
10, 13 matches a night. Let's.
It's because they took Booker T's words and they made it immortal. 5 time, 5 time, 5 time, 5 time, 5 time.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Yeah, so okay, so I'll start off this one because now it's my turn. So easy, Rhea Ripley in my opinion. I don't see Jade Cargill winning this title back. It doesn't make any sense, and right now they're really focusing on a couple of superstars. You can already tell. WWE has their era where they focus only on a few select superstars to catapult them back to the top, to put them out there in TV screen. That is right now Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, and the third one, Roman Reigns. Yeah. So these guys are your main 3. And when it comes to the women's title scene, the women's main event, it's always going to be Rhea Ripley for the next couple of years. I don't see why they're going to take the title off of her so soon. But at the same time, I don't see this match needed to happen.
It didn't.
No, I can see a lot of interference, a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
And it could be a decent match, actually, because that WrestleMania match between both of them wasn't that bad, actually. I thought it was going to be like shit, but it was pretty decent. So I don't think it's going to be a bad match. I think it's going to be a decent match. I just think it's too predictable, unfortunately. And that's what kind of brings it a grade down to me. It's the predictability level. Because in wrestling, we like the shock factor. We like to not know for sure who's going to win. But this one is so simple that, for me, it brings it automatically to a grade down, unfortunately. The wrestling could be top tier. But since you know who's going to win, kind of levels it down a bit. But that's just me. Well, maybe that. Hey, what do you think?
Well, I have to agree with you. I'm going with Rhea Ripley. It's too predictable. Jade sucks. Personally, I'm sorry. If anybody likes Jade Cargill, you can come at me.
SG3 though.
Number one fan over here.
But yeah, I don't think Jade wins. There is going to be a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of interference. You're going to have Jade's goons out there, B-Fab, Meechin. We should have kept her name Mia Yim for apparently.
Yeah, I know.
And you're going to have Charlotte Flair come out and Alexa Bliss to help Rhea Ripley. It's going to be a decent match, but it's too predictable, like you said. It's just too predictable.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it just is, and that's unfortunate. And to me, that just brings it a touch level grade downwards just because predictability sucks. It's no fun. It's like you know the results ahead of time. It doesn't work always. Like it worked for one night for Mick Foley years ago when WCW just basically gave the result out of nowhere and everybody tuned out to tune in for that. But it's not going to work all the time. So, unfortunately, yeah, SG3, last one. Go ahead, give us your predictions and give us your reason why. Anything you want to add to it, too, you know?
It's just you guys have said the same thing, and it's the truth. It's just so predictable. It's not even funny. It's like copy paste.
Same thing as we watch Raw and SmackDown every
pretty
week.
much. So I'm going Rhea Ripley. They're going to run it back.
Back.
There's going to be a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of, there's going to be interference. At the end, Jay's going to try to go for Jade again, get reversed, get the riptide. Rhea's going to win, and that's it. And I just want to see who's next.
So my question is this. Okay, so we get the results. What happens to Rhea Ripley next? What is some potential challengers out there for her? After Jade Cargill, do you think that I highly doubt they're gonna run it back for a third time? Doesn't make any sense at this point. She'll be 0-3 for Jade Cargill at this point, but I don't think they will. Any other potential heel candidates that would face Rhea Ripley, or you think maybe a face? I don't know. What do you guys think?
You gotta have a heel. You gotta have a heel. It's JC Jane.
I think Jade right now, though. I think what they're going to out right now is the Queen of the Ring.
So
That's what I think they're going to go for Rhea. They're going to insert her into the Queen of the Ring.
Even though she's champion,
JC Jane.
I don't think she wrestles the Queen of the Ring for her. I guess. I think she's just gonna sit it out. She might just sit it out and appear in certain matches and have nothing. I would like to see Julia get inserted into the title scene. That's too much. I would like to see Chelsea Green. That's just too much for WWE to ask. But there's just not that much in it for her right now to do much.
Can I add something here?
Go ahead.
Especially because the fact that you brought up Julie. Thank you for bringing that up. I have a question for you guys. We don't have to answer it tonight because it's a long rabbit hole. My question is, can you guys tell me 3 people right off the top of your head who need a character change or they need to do something drastic to really change their trajectory right now in WWE?
So with that being said, are you implying that Julia needs a character change?
The fans are not really reacting.
Yes.
Well, the fans are not reacting to her is because WWE has been burying her since she came into the main roster. She had momentum, had a lot of fans riding her wave, wanted to see her succeed, but WWE just kept basically pushing her up just to bring her back down. So whenever she got 1 step up, WWE got 3 steps down. Another 3 steps down, another 3 steps down. So it's not the character change, man. It's just the people in back. They don't see her as a star. It's the same thing with Chelsea Green. The reason why Chelsea Green works so well is because she has the, same thing with Matt Cardona. They have that type of fan base, the hardcore fan base that are always going to stick behind them. Julia's just never established that, unfortunately. But she had potential to be great. I think it's just too late at this point for her to get much momentum out there. Like I said, I would like to see her in the title scene. I just don't think WWE has that much faith in her, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know.
Maybe they finally call up Nikita Lyons from Evolution.
They are calling Nikita Lyons to the main roster, actually. That's the thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think she is going on SmackDown, which I don't know. What's the point if in about 1 week of debut she's going to get injured
Again.
And Kevin Nash in his prime.
Eventually.
Uh-huh.
I'm not excited for her if she does join the main roster. I just don't see much potential. She could be a good person to squash.
Yeah.
Because that's all she was in NXT, it seems like.
She still is on NXT.
Yeah. She's been there for years. She gets squashed, injured. She goes MIA, and then goes back to get squashed again. Like,
pretty much.
Calls her to the main roster just to have her put over Jade Cargill and the people that really need a win. I'm sure she's happy to collect the paycheck.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know, but it's crazy, man. Any more thoughts about this before we move on to the next one?
No.
No?
I have nothing.
All righty, guys. Next to the fourth match of the night. And let's go with let's go with this one. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the undisputed WWE Championship. Let's see. All righty, let me pick. SG3, how about you go with this one?
I feel like we're gonna go because it's so predictable. I feel like we're all gonna have the same. People have the one match that's different. You're probably gonna have someone else different. Probably Wyatt's gonna have someone different. But no, fuck it. I'm gonna go Cody. Cody wanted it to be Cody. I didn't want it to be Gunther. I think that Gunther does deserve the time at this point. But I think it's Cody, and they're gonna have Cody probably past SummerSlam at this point. And unfortunately, you'll see it probably run all the way to WrestleMania.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna lose it by SummerSlam.
Could be Randy Orton.
That's what I think. It's going to be a SummerSlam because I don't see them. It's too predictable for him to have it all the way to WrestleMania, to do a repeat of last year and then the year before that too. So I just think at this point he's going to lose it at SummerSlam. But obviously Gunther's going to pick up the win. I mean, Gunther's going to pick up a loss here. Cody's going to pick up this win, retain. But let's call it this. Is it a clean win? Is it a distraction? Is it a dirty win maybe? Does Sami Zayn get involved?
Oh, I
Does
think
the
so.
last good guy come in?
I thought he was calling himself the last.
I like that actually. I like the last good guy gimmick. I'm a big opponent. I'm a big advocate for the last good guy.
So Wyatt. That's his favorite gimmick.
Shut up. No.
No, fuck you if you don't think that's a good gimmick, all right? Fuck
Sami
you if you don't
Zayn-
think that's a good fucking gimmick.
Sami Zayn needs to get the hell
No,
off my
This
screen.
man is doing some great fucking
Okay.
work right now.
No.
When he came out to the last good guy, my shit dropped, bro. My shades came off. I'm like, that shit's gold. Like that's some good shit right here. This is what TV's missing. I guarantee you the ratings boost up by 10 fucking viewers at that point, you know?
Fine. Hey.
Brother. I disagree. Sami Zayn sucks. Personally, he sucks.
Look,
This whole gimmick, he sucks.
like,
This whole thing, he
you're
needs to
just mad
change
'cause
something. He needs to
you're
go
just
back to
mad
conspiracies.
he buried your boy, the gingerbread man.
Yep.
Facts.
6 feet under.
Facts. Because he
All I
killed
gotta
my
do-
guy. He killed my
Look.
gingerbread guy. Come on, man. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Look, all I'm saying is we could have Sami Zayn interfere. It doesn't sound like it's a no DQ, no DQ or something like that. So it could be an interference, but it costs Gunther the title for Sami interfering and attacking Cody or vice versa. Gunther. So regardless, no contest. The title's going to change hands, and at that point, we move on to the next feud. Any other thoughts, Wyatt? What do you think overall? Your pick.
I am going Cody. I'm going Cody Rhodes to win. But I'm very interested what Gunther said to Cody tonight on SmackDown. He said, I promised Bill Goldberg I was going to tap him out. He tapped him out. I promised AJ Styles I tapped him out. I promised your childhood hero, John Cena. I tapped him out, and he said, I promise on Sunday I will choke you out. I will drop you. I will take that title and leave and be the greatest of all time. Like, be the greatest WWE champion out there. But I don't think it's happening. I think Cody wins. And I think Sami Zayn does get involved, of course.
Your favorite?
So,
Well, so let's just say this: if Gunther does win,
I've been the shock of the night.
that would be shocker.
So put it this way: I think it makes better sense if Gunther wins now, because going into SummerSlam.
Thanks.
So let's just say, all right, let's actually run this back, and let's run future scenarios onto SummerSlam with this next card, and that is Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns, and Tribal Comeback. So, guys, predictions. Why? Who started the last prediction?
It was me. I'm gonna go with Wyatt this time.
Okay, why?
Go. I am gonna go with my head of the table, my OTC, my trilogy, Roman Reigns. Yeah, Jacob Fatu's not 100%. He's hurt. I don't think he's still. I think he's ready. I think he's still gonna go for this match, this tribal combat. There's no way he's gonna back out. There's no way he's gonna say hell no. I ain't gonna wrestle, dude. He's gonna wrestle. But I do see somebody get involved though. And I've been saying this multiple times, and it needs to happen. Bring Silla Fatu to back up Jacob Fatu. Bring Silla.
So that would be interesting, but I just don't think Zilla Fatu wants to get into that main roster scene, man, because he's having some. I think he's having fun in the indies because he's willing to do more freely promos out there, and there's no like restrictions. Because like, let's be real, when you go to the main roster WWE, when you go to WWE in general, you're basically strict on what you could say. And if you guys ever heard Zilla Fatu in HOG right now, he cut some crazy ass promos.
He does.
And they're not censored at all. They're uncensored, these promos. I think he's good. I just don't think he's WWE ready yet. And if they do bring him up, they're going to bring him up as a quiet character, where we had many of those guys in the MFTs already.
Yep.
And look what happened to them.
Yep.
Look at JC Mateo. Look at what's his name?
Tongaloa.
Tongaloa. At least he had some character. Like,
Yeah. Botcher.
but he had some fucking reports. And it's a good thing you mentioned Jacob Fatu, because the match he got injured tonight was against Sol Sikoa in a street fight.
Yeah, it was at a
Fatu
house
won.
show.
Yeah, the house show. Sorry, and it wasn't him that.
Uh oh. Oh no. Folks, major difficulties. They have froze. They will be right back. This message is sent by Windy City Savage and Wyatt Wrestling for the cure. Major difficulties. We have lost them. It's not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. I need help. They disappeared like the Wyatt Six. This was just a good time to take about on this Sunday. We will be having a Wyatt's List Heavyweight Championship
If
match.
happened to go on, do you think it would be a guy? Would you guys like to see a Zilla Fatu come in out of nowhere, even if it is one night? I highly doubt WWE will sign a one-night contract. It'll be an interesting factor, though.
Mhm.
I could see one of them pulling out the biggest wild card ever. And the only reason why is because they keep mentioning this guy's name, Solo Sikoa.
Okay.
I could see them doing solos because he's already done Tribal Combat. Don't forget that he's done Tribal Combat. But I feel that honestly, they could pull out Solo Sikoa if he doesn't. If Jacob can't wrestle that night.
Yeah. So predictions for me: Roman Reigns in a great scenario world where we could have unpredictability. This makes more sense for Jacob Fatu to win, but they made it so predictable last Monday. How Jacob was like, you know what? If I lose, guess what? I still got a job, so I'm happy. Yep. They're trying to basically make it seem like it's okay if Jacob loses, guys. You know, it's not that bad, even though he's going to be Roman's bitch for the next couple of months. Like, it just doesn't make sense storyline. It's a horrible booking. Predictability is up in the air. But at the same time, Roman doesn't want to appear too much into the next couple of weeks. So what is the point for him to hold the title hostage? Like I said, it makes more sense for Jacob to grab it, to run with it for a bit, and then SummerSlam you could change it on to the next character. SG3, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Roman. Honestly, with Jacob being injured, it is gonna cause like a whole clash, and I can see that. Like, you know what? Yeah, you're just not ready for it. You know, you got hurt. You didn't know how to protect yourself. Blah blah blah. I can see that eventually being played into comment. But yeah, as you said, they really gave a big foreshadowing on Monday. Was like, you know what, man? Even if I lose, I still got a job. So I was like, guys, it's okay. We're bringing back Bloodline 2.0. You guys really love the Bloodline. Let's bring it back and let's run it back. Because you're in WWE, let's run it back. So that's I'm gonna say with that one. Why? Go ahead, man.
Right back.
You were a big fan of the Bloodline.
Oh man, that was my favorite thing, man. Listen, I got the feeling Usie's hoodie. I'm not even gonna deny that.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not excited for this. I just think it's so stupid. So let's run the scenario to SummerSlam. All right, so put it this way. Does it make sense here if Roman goes into SummerSlam as champion and Cody goes in as champion? That's two faces going into a big PLE for one night. Does that really make sense? I don't think so. I feel like someone should be losing on Sunday. Now, pick a champion that you guys think will more likely to lose that Sunday.
Cody.
You guys think it's Cody? I want to say Cody, but I kind of want to go with. There's no right or wrong here, so I'm gonna go with Fatu winning the title, just for the shock factor, and it is Tribal Combat, so it'll be some crazy shit. Yeah. And honestly, I don't understand if they had Fatu losing back to back when he's been looking so dominant against Roman Reigns lately,
and his whole goons.
Yeah, so I think Fatu has more chances of winning this one. Because I just feel like Cody, they just want to trap that rocket ship and just put him up in the air like always. Although he has been talking about after wrestling, he wants to get more into movies now. So it seems like he's hinting like, hey, I might be retiring pretty soon. And when I do, I would like to get into the whole movie scene like every other wrestler wants to.
Anybody seen Street Fighter?
Nah, I had a chance to see it. Did it come out?
Yeah, I don't think.
I was gonna say. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I barely watched what did I watch the other day? I watched Mortal Kombat.
How was that?
It was alright. It wasn't that bad. I'm gonna watch He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and Scary Movie 6 because I don't know. It's like that movie.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm not planning to watch. Actually, this year's a big year for movies. I don't know why. You got anything on your list?
Oh, it releases October 16th. My bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say
October 16th, 2026. Yep. I wanna see. Okay, movie list. That Street Fighter. I want to see Street Fighter. Masters of the Universe. I want to actually see that new Doomsday, Avengers
Doomsday
Doomsday. I
movie's
wanna
gonna
see
be
that.
good. I think Toy
The
Story
only
5.
problem I have. Toy Story 5. Yeah, Toy Story 5, and I want to see the new Jumanji movie coming out. I wanna see that
Pancake
one.
talked about them.
Right.
Yeah,
I did.
that's on
If
my
he gets
movie
his
list.
passport ready by then.
Heck yeah, dude. I can actually go with
Yeah!
I can go with it in the film. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. What's Jumanji in the original? I forgot. Like, what was the set? Because when they go into the board game, did it jungle, which would be what?
I mean, you could do
Welcome to the jungle.
Amazon jungle.
Yeah, so you have to get your passport ready to go into the whole game. And everything.
Gotta know some Portuguese. I'm going to Brazil.
Yeah, you're probably, you know, I bet you run on the treadmill, and then when you're running, Jumanji, trying to get into the board game and shit.
Somebody put the board game in front of me, trying to have a destinations to get to.
What do you mean?
Shit. But that's the thing, man. What's his name? Robin Williams. It's hard to take the original out when he was really good actor. So who do they have recasting him?
They don't.
But I'm saying someone's taking over the lead role.
So basically, when they came out with the first one, they basically said this is like not even trying to discredit or take away from our.
But regardless, you're doing it when you reboot any movie.
Was Rock.
That's what I'm saying. Rock takes over. He wants to be that main event guy. Look, I'm sorry. Whenever you remove a movie, that's exactly what the fuck you're doing. You're taking away from the original because you're trying to make it better. But honestly, there's only been a few reboots that have done that, but most of them have been shit. Name me a really good reboot.
Mortal Kombat?
I don't know. I like the original one. I thought the original one was better. I'm sorry. I think the original one is still GOAT than everything else. But that's just me. Anything else? Any other movie you guys think? I don't know. It's hard. For me, it's hard. There's only a few select movies.
I can't even think.
I really don't want to call superhero movies into that category because I don't think that's fair either.
Batman, there's so many of them over there.
But I don't think I think Tim Burton movies were just fine.
They were great. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that counts either. It's up to the fans to debate that one. But there's just reboots from like 80s to 90s when they do it now. It never turns out well, unfortunately. It's just that it's one of those things you can't fuck with the classics. But regardless, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited for Street Fighter when that comes out. Definitely been watching that just to check out Roman, Cody Rhodes, and who else is in there? Jason Momoa? Yeah, Jason Momoa. It's a stacked card, though. There really is a stacked card. Be interested to see how they do in that movie. I can see Cody Rhodes getting into Hollywood. I don't see much of Roman Reigns because I feel like Roman Reigns is a one-dimensional guy. But then again, who knows? A couple of years back, we thought Batista would have been a one-dimensional guy, and then he had all that comedy gimmick and everything in him. So,
It tracks.
yeah, you never know. He's done a lot of movies in Hollywood, so he's been good. So, just because we put one guy this way, we really don't know his acting role in the end of the day, but we'll see. So let's get into some other news, and let's get into Nick Khan are in some hot, deep fucking water, man. Alrighty, guys. So let's talk about this, and this might be a little long one. We got Vince. Okay, so you guys remember when Vince sold the company, right?
Yep.
And he sold it to TKO.
Yep.
And at this point, there's a lot of things going into this. And Vince, so let's read this post real quick. Vince, Ari Emanuel, Nick Khan, Paul Levesque, among witnesses, is set to testify in the WWE merger trial that's going on right now. In a new ruling in WWE merger lawsuit, Vice Chancellor J. Travis Laster found, that's a long name, by the way, guys. Vice Chancellor J. Travis Laster. Fuck. Like, I had a hard time reading that, but found that Vince McMahon and Nick Khan destroyed evidence. As a consequence, the court will treat 5 damaging facts as presumably true when the case goes to trial next month.
Damn, already that.
Yep. Well, this has been simmering for quite a while. Vince, Khan, and as well as 3 others, Paul Levesque, Stephanie McMahon, and Brad Blum, all use the Signal auto delete function. So I think there's an app called Signal, and whenever you go in there, you can press obviously auto delete for like an hour and deletes all the messages. So, which wiped out messages they say they had legal duty to preserve, which, you know, they were supposed to preserve and all. The ruling is a significant setback for the defendants, who are Vince, Khan, and Levesque, George Barrios, and Michelle Wilson. There's so many fucking people included in this case.
Damn.
The case will now be harder, specifically for Vince McMahon and Khan, to prevail against the shareholders' plaintiffs' allegation. So, real quick, I got what some of those 5 things that they're talking about, by the way. Alrighty. And this is basically their list of presumed facts as follows, as the reason why they wanted to delete this and what they're trying to hide. So 5 of those basically assumption is Emmanuel promised to provide, this is number 1. Emmanuel promised to provide Vince with a continued role at any post-merger company after a influenced by Vince's decision, making him respect to the merger. So meaning he was going to have power no matter what. That was already a given when they sold to TKO. We know that Emmanuel and them were their friends. So when they first sold it, I don't think anyone doubted this right away. Emmanuel offered an indemnification and others legal support related to pending federal investigation of Vince's alleged misconduct, influenced Vince's decision making with the respect to the merger. Number 3, Vince decided to pursue a transaction with Endeavor in 2022 before the company initiated the strategic review process. So basically on that one, this was already planned. So all that bullshit is, oh, I want to find the right company to sell my product to, and I'm going to pick the one that matters. It was all bullshit. No matter what, at the end of the day, it was all show, because TKO was going to be that buying factor. So they wanted to put up a show to make it look real, but at the end of the day, we should already known that was going to happen. Another one, Khan communicate with Emmanuel between August and December 22 to facilitate a transaction between WWE and Endeavor. So meaning they're already cooking this stuff way before it happened. Vince and Khan worked with Rain to steer the process towards a deal with Endeavor and away from the potential bidders. So, with that being said, guys, does this look like they're guilty? Does this look like they're innocent? Or does this look like we're not too sure yet? Like, what do you guys think of all this? What do you think ideas? What do you think's going to happen? Do you think the shareholders really do have a case? Because in the end of the day, if I'm correct, when you sell a company, usually you want to go to the highest bidder. And if I remember correctly, TKO was not in the higher bidder. I think it was some other company offering, I think they sold to TKO for $7 billion. $9 billion was someone else offering $11 or $12 billion. And they sold it to TKO because they made more sense supposedly during that time. So the shareholders did miss bit of making more money, because at the end of the day, $11 billion is still bigger than $9 billion. Of course. So what do you guys think overall? Like, is there foul play out here? Was this always the fix to begin with? Because in my eyes, I just see guilty stamp on everybody's forehead.
Why? What do you think?
I have to agree. I think they thought, oh, we're not gonna get caught. Oh, we're not gonna get caught at all. Yeah, you guys are. Every time you guys want to commit a crime, yeah, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught right away. for a little bit. It might take a little bit. You're gonna get caught eventually. So I agree with Wendy. Yeah, definitely guilty stamp on all their heads, and it's not a good deal. It's not a good deal.
No, and the fact that Vince already has the allegation to testify against Janelle Grant, this added on to this help, and also the TKO right now, since now they got to stand in trial and get next to Vince McMahon. They're going to be in a room with Vince, and it's going to be shown in news. It's not a good look for them, and I feel like it's going to, set a bad precedent out there for them.
What's the name of that song? That's what you want, what you want to do. They're all guilty. Honestly, they're all guilty. It cracked me up as I'm listening to you read all this. I know this was in contention. Peacock was in contention. So basically, Comcast was in contention to buy them.
It wasn't Tony Khan himself, but the company that he works with, that they do buy-ins for him, he was also going to purchase that. Yeah. And I think it was high up there. It wasn't higher than TKO, but it was close.
Really Disney was supposed to be in it because there were even stories of like, oh, how would you like to see Royal Rumble at Epcot or Royal Rumble, WrestleMania at Animal Kingdom or something like that? Like, dude, they were actually like really like everyone thought the highest bid was going to be Mickey Mouse fucking hosting WrestleMania.
SG3 is a big Disney.
Heck yeah, man. So honestly,
that?
Mickey Mouse that.
You gotta love Disney, man.
That was 2 o'clock in the morning, folks. So
honestly, I could have.
Why don't you do it since you're so fucking perfect?
I was gonna say better.
Damn, calm down.
I didn't say Peter. I said Goofy. No, you said Peter. You wanted to hear what you wanted to hear. Okay, go ahead, do a Goofy one.
No, that's for you.
No, you said Peter. Anyways, go ahead.
So that was the thing. They're talking about that one. Peacock, I know Comcast was 100%. They were trying to buy them. And that was another one. They were like, yeah, dude, because they already have them on Peacock. So have them and bring more of their stuff to us.
It wasn't Peacock. It was NBC.
It was Comcast. It's Comcast because Comcast owns NBC. So basically, Comcast was really there. They were really trying to push for it, which is funny that they keep trying to merge with another company. It's actually funny that they're trying to overtake so much. But they were like, yeah, we already have them on Peacock. Now we can have them on MSNBC. We can have them on NBC. Have them everywhere. Like, literally, that's what we want to do with them. And all of a sudden, and I think, honestly, they were actually outbidding TKO. So in the end, it's like you had so many more because again, Disney was in on it, and that was but actually with ESPN. Disney was original plan to put them also on ESPN. So everything that they're doing now, it's like it's already had this, and basically it's like, well, you know what, man, these guys are my friends. Hell, I think even Saudi was trying to jump in on it.
They were.
So it's like if Saudi was in on it, TKO, Disney and Comcast was in on it, and Comcast has money to blow.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like if you have all that, why do you go for the lowest bid?
And that's the thing; it didn't make any sense. And so there was also text messages where, at the time, they found out that there was. So they, got their phones. And they got some of their text messages, and there was a lot of like codes in it. Where at one point it made it so obvious when they told Vince they send them signal backwards, which would be line sig or something, lightning. And then Vince is like, "What the hell is that?" And then I think it was the manual that said, "Read it backwards, and then use the app." We're like, "Oh, okay." And there was questions that they were like, all right, now set the auto deletion in an hour. Set it in 3 hours. Literally, this stuff was found in text message. So meaning there was stuff hidden that they didn't want to see. So that's why they went to the app instead to hide all this info when it should have been made public. So if you're not doing any shady shit, why are you using an app that is set to option to delete all the info you guys are talking about, to merge companies together before you even did the merger?
Did you see the thing with Nick Khan and Triple H?
Which would be?
There was a there was a text message thread where they were actually like supposedly talking about like before they actually merged with TKO.
Yeah.
and they were talking about it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah," and they were going back and forth between text messages. But you see in the screenshot nothing but Triple H text messages. You don't see anything from Nick Khan. It's like Triple H is talking to himself, but Nick Khan is responding. But you only just see Triple H text messages.
Yeah.
It wasn't even on Signal. It literally was a text message, and don't know how Khan finally got it done. Where literally all it was number Triple H, and Khan was like, "I'm clean. I got nothing."
It is crazy that Tony Khan involved, and we could have had Tony Khan basically put in $6.9 billion bid to see though. And imagine if he would have won. You know, it would have been fun. But like what I'm saying, man, it just there were so many factors in it, and like I said, TKO wasn't even. I think they were like in the middle, and for them to get picked, and it seemed like it was right away because I thought when this all was talked about in the bidding started, I thought it was going to take quite a while. I thought it was going to take like a whole fucking year. I don't remember it being that fucking long. I think it was like only 2 months, 1 month, and that's it.
I thought it was less than that.
It could have been. It literally went to the market, and literally we had a choice. Look what's going on with HBO, with Warner Brothers, and all that going on. Look how long that's taking to someone to get all that stuff right now. Bitch, it's gonna take quite a while, and we're not gonna have factors set in until probably by the end of the year or next year. But you see the difference. And that's a opinion. But at the same time, I would think this thing would have led 3 to 6 months. Instead, I think it was just like the minute it went to the market, a month later, we got a decision.
That's what I was going to say. I remember the fact that
it was in July.
There was rumors about it because the summer of 2023, 22, one of those, 2023. It was one of those where basically it was like it was rumors, it was talked about. Maybe there's speculation about it. There's secret meetings, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, boom, WWE. Vince McMahon is selling WWE, and all of a sudden, yeah. By the way, we're going to sell them with Arya Manya.
Yeah, I remember now. It was July, and it was when Vince stepped away.
Yep.
And when he came back, he came back in August with that little mustache and with all the plastic surgery on his fucking face, all happy as shit. And I'm like, what the hell happened to Vince? Time period, he was away. Honestly,
he dyed his hair.
He dyed his hair, the motherfucker. I don't know. He looked like Pepe Le Pew.
He did.
Yeah. Regardless, though, it's just a crazy thing. The fix was it. Like I don't know how they're gonna counter this, but it's gonna be really hard to counter this. Where the text messages use another app to delete the info they're trying to withhold from the shareholders right now. It's going to be interesting to see why. What do you think overall? Like, do you think anything else to it?
I don't know.
It's a tough thing to basically sell that you're innocent here.
Yeah.
Well,
you're not innocent.
I see. Here's the thing. It's like if you're innocent, how are you going to prove it on these text messages?
Yeah.
It's odd, and for them to go back, stand trial, and be next to a guy that they basically got rid of, and they want no part of him to be back, looks like a bad look in my eyes.
It's not good.
I mean, it's going to be crazy to see, and this is going to simmer for quite a bit because they're going to let it run. Like they're going to kind of want to try to settle out.
They can't,
and at that point, they're just going to figure out what they're going to do to get out of this. It's going to be hard.
If they sell outside of court, but there's a lot of releases to happen all of a sudden due to budget cuts.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. TKO is not held responsible. I doubt it. It's more the individuals, which would be Vince will be a big factor. Emmanuel. Yep.
Nick
Khan, and then it will be Levesque, and then Stephanie McMahon, and then all the other side B's motherfuckers that were in it that we named. I think they'll be hold more accountable to pay out the people, and I think TKO won't be held as much accountable. The only issue is those guys are going to be losing bonus checks.
Yep.
So there will really more budget cuts.
I'm telling you, there's going to be budget. Be surprised.
Yeah, more budget cuts.
I don't think budget cutting will be more like at that point, guys. We're gonna have to pay you cent of
yeah, we're gonna have to cut your pay.
But you guys love WWE, so you guys want to be here. This is the weekly, you know. We're gonna pay you like shit, and we expect you to still wrestle for us the same way you wrestled for us before.
Nah, I'll just go talk to Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know how the heck we got. I don't know about anybody else, but I did not see Vince McMahon years ago getting into so much hot waters in the next couple of years. Because we heard the stories that the man did years past, but somehow he always found a way to get away. For God's sakes, there were some SA allegations against the one referee years ago, and nothing ever came about it. And he got away with that. There was the massage parlor incident as well with the SL allegation. Nothing came out of this. And I'm not saying this to glorify them, man. I'm just being real. I didn't get into too much shit in so little bit of time. And now to see his trial at an old age. And mind you, he's still in good shape. But it's ridiculous. Like, it's a little tough.
That when you keep playing with fire, you get caught.
But man was on top for like
I get it.
Years.
I get that. But eventually it's like when you keep playing so close edge, you fall off. That's what Mama said. Listen to what I'm telling you and don't play too close to the edge. Don't play with fire, all that. And Vince should have listened to Mama and said, you know what? I already did all my stuff where I was already in hot water. Let me get away from the fire.
To be fair, though, he didn't have parents.
No.
No, he didn't have parents. The man had a dad, but the dad was never there in the pictures. The dad didn't even knew he existed until he was a teenager. Yeah. The mom was horrible. So, and I'm not defending Vince because he could have changed in time. But the man is crazy for a reason. He saw a lot of shit going out when he was little. He lived in the trailer park, for God's sakes.
Yep, he did, yeah.
He wasn't even heir to the company. He had a from his dad.
Which I'll give him credit. In his credit, smart man. Very smart. He set what his didn't think of him, but he made it happen. And is that you're ready for this? I'll give him some credit where credit's due. Yeah. And like I said, I'll give him credit for a guy did revolutionize the wrestling scene. Now it's up to debate whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because once again, he did buy all the territories. But then again, when he did all that, he created what is known today as professional sports entertainment, wrestling-wise. So take that as you may, see it how you want to, but at the end of the day, he's one of the most influenced guy in the wrestling scene. Yeah, one of the most influenced guys. But regardless, it's crazy to see the man goes from here, and yet he's still filthy rich. So, but we'll see. Maybe he has to pay out more than he has at this point. So we'll never know. But
remember, we thought he was going broke the moment he sold off more of WWE shares. Don't forget that.
He wasn't going broke. He's smart, because in the end of the day, he made way more money. Because I think, well, when he sold me, he made, I don't know how much billions. And then when he sold his shares, he made close to another billion. The man is a fucking rich, filthy motherfucker right now. He's happy. Mm-hmm. I don't think the thing about Vince, I don't think it's money that's important to him. I think it's just him having the power. He's very powerful. He just wants to have that leadership. That's what pisses him off more than being broke.
I think at this point, there's moments where he's sitting here saying, I wish I would have stayed a private company.
Yeah. Well, in the end of the day, he had to go public. They were going into bankruptcy, so they had to. They had no choice. But, hey, it is what it is. honestly, it's crazy to see. Um, so all right, so let's talk about some other stuff. We did talk about Nikita Lyons moving to the main roster. So that's gonna be set in summer. And actually, guys, there was a SmackDown. It's set to
It's Raw.
debut on Raw.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, Raw needs more people like her to squash.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no.
Why? Why weren't you excited, man? I mean, she's one of the best women's wrestlers in our industry.
Totally.
She's gonna get squashed. She's gonna get squashed. She's gonna get squashed.
All right, so guys, AEW has the pay-per-view that's been announced. That is AEW Redemption. It's added to their pay-per-view calendar. This is going to set place Sunday, July 26, 2026. Montreal,
Okay.
QC, Canada, at the Bell Center with the capacity of 20,000 capacity. So, with that being said, how do you guys feel about the name? First of all, everybody, Redemption, AEW Redemption, yay, nay, maybe. I'm gonna go with maybe.
I'm gonna go maybe.
Maybe seems about right, or like somewhere around there. I'm not excited, but it's not as bad. You know, I feel like. Would you guys think that at this location, it is in Canada, 21,000? Is that a doable number? You guys think?
Overseas, yeah, and on top of that, Edge is still going to be there, so yes. Or Super
Yes.
Christian, yes. So they're going to sell it out.
Yes.
So here's the thing: if this was Adam Copeland's retirement match, I think it will sell out. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. I think it might just sell out to 18, which is not a bad number, still a pretty good number. So at that point, I think it's a doable thing. I'm glad to see it. And then now that I think about it, what other pay-per-view last year and the last couple of years that we had in July for AEW?
Nothing really.
No, because usually we build up to what's it called, All In during this time.
Yeah, that's
period.
true.
So it's kind of nice to actually have this, to have a little something going on in July, and I'm excited to see where it lands next year when they announce the new location after this one. But honestly, if the card's good, might be tempted to go to Montreal, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Could be.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that?
Honestly, like I said, I think it's going to be good, and I think they're going to sell it. I think, you know what? AEW does a lot better in international waters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. So New Japan has announced that their streaming service, NJWP World, will no longer stream AEW for users in Japan.
Wow.
AEW comes available to users and comprising editions of AEW Dynamite, Collusion, used to be Rampage, and Battle of the Belts will no longer be available on the New Japan World following the conclusion of current contract terms in August 31st, 2026. But for new episodes from July and onwards, fans in Japan can view on My AEW, that new thing that they're going on with their app right now. That being said, let me ask you real quick. Is this a concern that New Japan has a good partnership with them, but they're no longer getting that type of product? Is this something that may not look good right now? We may have some issues where it's like, what's going on here? AEW been away from New Japan, or because of this new app, they're like, you know what? We're doing our thing. You guys have to do your own thing now. What do you guys think?
Why you want to hit this one first, or want me to go?
You go.
Okay. Been to the first ever Forbidden Door, and seeing how some of them have done. How better? Yes, because it wasn't just a one-sided AEW show. But I still feel like, you know what, guys, maybe just with the My AEW, do they show New Japan stuff?
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe they're still feeling a little bit salty. Who knows? I feel like if personally, I like the partnership that they had I just feel like the dude should have gone a little more 50-50 than 60-40 or 55-45.
Okay.
That's just me though.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly think that it might be something to look into because I feel like they couldn't cut the same deal as they did before. So they're like, you know what? We'll just not take your product anymore. We're not putting it in our app. I hope this doesn't affect their partnership with them comes to the future because the less having their backs, the worse it gets competing against WWE and the rest of them. Right now, WWE has a lot of people, a lot of other promotion right with them. And right now, it just seems like a whole war versus war type of thing going on.
Yeah.
So, I hope this is nothing big. I hope it's just because AEW released my AEW and New Japan obviously have their own streaming service, and they're like, you know what, we're just gonna do our thing. You guys do your own thing. It's still all good. Mutual agreement. Let's just keep it going. Pretty much. So Ludwig Kaiser, we already know he was arrested, right? And at that point, there's been talks that one, it was a hoax. One, it was a storyline to build sympathy for him. Also, to build up Masters' match, which is this tomorrow. Today, technically. And it was a hoax. Do you guys believe that's true? Do you guys think this is legit? I just think it's legit. I think it's just dumb to think it's
I think it was legit.
Yeah, it was a legit thing. Another thing is, though, one of his good friends came out for that $1,000 bond. That
Ring
friend
General.
was the Ring General Gunther. So it goes to show you that these guys are legit friends outside the ring, and no matter what, this guy's gonna have each other's back to the end of it. It's kind of nice, touchy there that you can still depend on people out there to bail you out. Yeah, especially in a tough time like that. I mean, Gunther kind of set himself out there because he didn't know all the facts yet.
Yeah.
And had he bailed him out and it went the other way, you know what I mean? It could have been bad for Gunther for bailing someone out that had some criminal past on him. But luckily it worked out. It also is a good feel moment that, hey, no matter what, I got your back. You're my boy. It's a ride or die situation. Speaking of that, Masters is Mass today, later on tonight. What do you guys think about that? Predictions. Do we see OG coming out? Do we see El Grande Americano? What's going on? Do we see a no contest for some fucking reason? Which I hope not.
I hope not.
Masters is massive, guys. It's crazy. I'm gonna watch it. I'm excited.
Watch it.
Because I hope God they finally give it. What do you guys think?
I can't wait.
I'll tell you this. The fact that Ludwig Kaiser had a whole Bible of his career, just putting on a mask and, for something that was supposed to be a funny gimmick. Honestly, it was supposed to be a funny gimmick. The fact that he has such a revival, now he's being welcomed like the prodigal son to Mexico. Like they've never seen anyone like him before. It's the funniest thing, but it's also the best thing out there. The fans in Mexico, the fans that go to AAA don't want him to no longer want him to be called the Grande Americano. They actually want him to change the name to Grande Mexicano. Like they actually love him that much. And I'm like, you know what, dude? You need. That's why character change sometimes is really good. You needed a character change. Look at him now, and every single promo he cuts is in Spanish, which is phenomenal. I love it, dude. Honestly, put him on. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alrighty. Okay. Why? What do you think?
Oh man, I agree with SG3. El Grande Americano is great in AAA. I know it's Ludwig Kaiser, but dude, he is so good at like doing the Spanish constantly. How did he even figure out how to do Spanish like that quick?
His girlfriend.
I know his girlfriend's like, it's.
Yeah, but that's committed to the character, though. That is committed to
it.
It is good.
But I think OG El Grande Americano will take the mask off, and it will be Chad Gable.
So here's my issue with all this, unfortunately, is that I think Ludwig Kaiser should win, and I do think so, because he's better suited for AAA.
He is.
He's better suited for AAA, and I think he's better off going over there. The only issue is You have OG lose. It's Chad Gable. What do you have for him next? He goes back to being nobody again?
Pretty much.
Let's be real. When have they pushed Chad Gable into any type of role that was as big as, El Grande Americano? Before then, his biggest push was against Gunther. And we thought it was going to build up for a rematch that never happened, unfortunately.
Sammy took it away.
So what's next for Chad Gable after this? Does he just go back to a lower mid-card?
Nah,
Probably.
I think they'll keep it pretty high. I think at first he's going to have to because of the injury, because he's been off for such a long time.
Probably. Yeah.
I could see that happening, but eventually, though, it's going to actually really raise for him to actually get to the middle mid-card.
So you're telling me that a guy like LA Knight that hasn't been pushed, and you're going to have telling me that
Now we're going to push him.
Yeah, the company that can't push LA Knight are going to push Chad Gable to a higher.
Homegrown. That's the only reason.
I'm sorry. I don't believe it, bro.
I don't like that, but
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't believe that Chad Gable is going to get pushed because they had so many years to push him, and yet we haven't seen Chad Gable push. Us as fans love Chad Gable. I think Chad Gable's talented. In-ring, promo, every single thing he does. Unfortunately, WWE has never seen that and has never given the big title win and the big moments, unfortunately. So, I'm sorry. That's why I'm kind of bummed out. I feel like after the OG is gone for the rest of it, like he'll do minimal stuff, but I don't see him in a big mid-carder. I don't see him. Nah, I'm sorry.
That's what I said.
back to American made.
I don't see him that way. It's either upper or lower. It's just not really mid, because mid is like a filler in the way in the end. It's not even the best part. It's just really up or just downwards. I don't see there, man. I'm sorry. I just don't see him. I think he's gone after this. Like, he's gone back doing what he was doing before. And what was that? He got attacked by the Wyatts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got attacked by the Wyatts. And now he's going to be with los hermanos americanos.
Well, they're gone. After he gets unmasked, they're all,
They'll be the Creed. They'll be the Creed brothers.
Yeah, they'll be back to the Creeds, and they'll be doing the 3 versus 3 stuff. They'll be feuding with American
Alpha.
Well, whatever's left of them, because apparently Maxine is going to run off with Theory pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't understand it anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not excited for the ending. I feel sad for Chad Gable because I don't see WWE really have a plan for him. But like I said, we're at a point where the company doesn't have a backup plan ever.
Never.
So, sorry. But, prediction-wise, I think we all agree Kaiser will come out on top. Best merch seller right now, would probably be Luke Kaiser. It makes better business sense for him to do that. And then, obviously, he'll still turn on Raw, still do his thing. And it will just get really, interesting after that. But I'm excited for that. I really am. Yeah. So regardless, another thing, and that is this. Give me one sec. I got a no caller ID. What the hell's going on with that? Okay, this one I saw pretty interesting the other day. WWE during COVID season was thinking about bringing the New World Order back.
Why?
You want to know the members of this one?
Oh, jeez.
It was your favorite, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Why?
Oh, my gosh.
It was
Oh, my.
There's 4 guys. So we got 2. I'm going to forget the 4th one. But one of the guys, Lars Sullivan.
Oh, my.
Lars fucking Sullivan. Remember that guy? Was the guy that had bad anxiety, which is fine, But the problem is that we found out this guy was a big piece of shit.
Oh, my
Behind the scenes, he was a racist and all this other type of shit. We're going to have Lars Sullivan in this fucking group. I'm trying to remember the 4th guy. But so far, what do you guys... Oh, and put it this way. once they had this stuff going, they were going to get a former NWO member, so one of the original three, by the way. So it would have been Scott, it would have been Kevin, or it would have been Hulk Hogan that would introduce them as the new world order. Now, the reason that this didn't happen was because that member couldn't pass the COVID procedures at the time. Because we all that lockdown stuff.
Yeah.
And at that point,
Oh my.
Kevin Nash did come out. And by the way, guys, I heard of this. I'm gonna let you guys know it wasn't me. So it would have been either Scott Hall or Hulk Hogan. I really don't think Scott would have done it. I don't feel like he was the type of guy. I think it was Hulk Hogan.
I think it was Hogan. Too.
I think they were willing to bring out Hulk Hogan during COVID and put the new world order over. 4 fucking members.
found the
Who was
fourth.
the
I
fourth?
found it. It was Cesaro. Claudio Castagnoli.
Cesaro. There we go. Claudio fucking Castagnoli. Because imagine. So here's the thing. Imagine that, bro. It was Cesaro, Shinsuke, Sheamus, and Lars. Lars couldn't cut a fucking promo to save his fucking life. Cesaro couldn't cut a fucking promo to save his fucking life. Shinsuke, I'm sorry, his English is not great, but yes, he would be a little bit more over. I'll go on that. Sheamus would be the only guy cutting the promos. How would this fucking work?
Why would it work?
Can anyone back up at least? Can anyone give me a reason how this could have worked?
No.
No.
I'm not touching that pot. No, I'm cool.
There could have been. It could have been many other guys that could have revived it and would have made more sense. You know what's one I could have thought about putting in right away? Let's just play fantasy. Okay, let's take a place. Lars, Shinsuke, Cesaro, and fucking Sheamus, and let's put in some other guys. To Street Profits. I think the Street Profits could have benefit well in the New World Order. Let's put in someone big and strong during that time. Let's go back to COVID. Does anyone think Braun Strowman would have been a good fit?
No.
Okay, name me another big guy then. During that time, by the way, guys. Not now. During COVID. So that's why I said Braun Strowman, because at the time he was on top of the world.
Wasn't he the only one during that time, though?
What do you mean?
It was Omos.
Omos is there. Omos could have been a good fit.
I actually would have put more Omos. His world order, if you think about it, they're all coming from.
Omos was in Japan at the time. He was ready.
No. Look at the heritage. Look at the background where they're coming from. You have Shinsuke, Japanese, Sheamus, which is Irish, Claudio, which is wherever he's from, Lars, which is where he's from, and then you would have put in Omos. You would have gotten someone who's like, I see that world.
What I'm saying is team, them, and putting in a new team, new stable. That's why I said the Street Profits, Omos, if you wanted to. I'd say Braun Strowman, just because I think Braun Strowman could have fit that factor during that time. Because you need a big guy. Omos, I guess, but
Omos needed a career resurgence during that time, though. Because if you think about it, he was lost. He was really lost. They did not know what to do with Omos, so that would have been perfect for him.
You need a guy who has good mic work. A guy who had good mic work. Who would that have been? I was gonna go left field because at the time he was still there. Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
I think Bryan would have been that had good mic work and the light guy that you least suspect. I'm sorry, the Miz just doesn't work. It just would be more corny. Anytime you put the Miz in something, it turns out to be corny right away. And but it's still corny though. Yeah. The thing is, it's a comedy act. You want this to be taken serious. I think it would be Daniel Bryan, and I could potentially see, I don't know. Hell, it could have been Bray Wyatt. It would have made more sense for Bray Wyatt to do it with the whole John Cena angle, where he had the fun house, he came out with Eric Bischoff. What if that was one of his alternative, characters and stuff?
Yeah.
where he became Bray. He also became Eric Bischoff Bray, and then eventually just set it off. And Braun Strowman being there would have made sense too, because he still had that power over Braun Strowman.
That's true.
When he was in the Wyatts, and he could have made him join. There could have been a better storyline, but instead we got this shit. I mean, potentially could have got this shit. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I just didn't understand how that was going to work out at the end of the day. It was just never going to be a good thing. One more thing. Curtis Axel was arrested, former WWE superstar, in Anacostia County, Minnesota on May 17th. He was charged with DUI, third-degree driving while impaired, and refused to submit a test, by the way, guys. There is a mugshot up there, and my God, does he look fucking pathetic. Not gonna lie, when I first heard the news, I was shocked. And I was shocked to see that this guy just aged pretty bad in such a short time. What's your guys, what are you guys feeling about this? What do you guys think?
I hope he gets professional help, and I hope that he's able to bounce back from this as soon as possible, because unfortunately, I don't want to see anyone have a downfall. And there is people out there who have left WWE and work a regular job. He can do it. But I just feel that, him not feeling his father's shoes really did take a hit on him.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but I have no sympathy for this guy. Anyone that gets on the wheel.
Now, understand, I'm not saying I have sympathy. I just saying I hope he just bounces back from his current. That's all I'm saying.
But not sympathy. I don't. I feel he should go to jail. He should get some, because if you're willing to go out your life, look what happened to Sonny.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I had no say. I for that decide to go on the wheel, because in the end of the day, you're willing to take someone's life. It happens. And at that point, dude, you could take an Uber, you could walk it home. Will get a ride. If you're willing to get out there and then you refuse to submit, you're already telling yourself, yeah, you know what, I'm guilty of it. I get it though. Yeah, he was the son of Mr. Perfect, but man, dude, just because you don't live up to your potential doesn't mean that let yourself drunk drive out there. It doesn't give you that excuse, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I hope this is the last time we see him do that, though. I don't want another Sonny incident. No. I don't think anybody wants a Sonny incident, because if you remember that whole thing with Sonny, it did pretty bad for someone else's life. Back from that. So that's why, I just don't have too much sympathy about this. So why? What do you?
Curtis brought it to himself. If you want to get behind the wheel, don't do it. If you're drunk, don't do it. Get somebody to drive you. Take an Uber. Walk it home, like you said. I don't know. They froze. Love it. Guys, they froze again. We will be right back. They froze. That's the second time, guys. They get froze, and they hopefully come back. Because it's very late.
Yo.
Okay. You guys are back. I was talking, and you guys were just froze over there. I'm like, okay, well.
We're playing freeze. We thought it would be a good prank. Yeah. Or just.
It's good time for sponsorships. Okay.
What's it called? Yeah. If your car needs it, get antifreeze.
Literally.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So yeah, dude. Honestly, I don't know. When I saw that mugshot, I'm like, my God, man.
I laughed.
Yeah, that shit. I thought it was AI.
Nah, I actually thought it wasn't AI.
Well, I thought at the time, because it looked so
bad.
Yeah, it looked like someone just Because if you remember how Curtis Axel used to look,
Yeah.
to now I'm just like,
Yeah.
Passion, dude. It's a hell of a drawing, man.
yeah, it is. But yeah, regardless, man, that was some crazy shit. It's been a crazy week. Clash
It
of
has.
Italy, guys, please join us that day. We're gonna collab with Wyatt, with us as well. We're excited to see you guys there. Hit the like, subscribe button. Subscribe to Wyatt Wrestling. Does a lot of great content, a lot of live stuff when it comes to Raw, SmackDown, AEW,
Live tomorrow as
NXT.
well.
The man does a lot of stuff. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Wyatt, for joining. We'll
Thank
see
you,
you
Wyatt.
next time.
Do you
Peace.
think Obo? Oh, hold on. We got one comment. Do you think Obo will win tomorrow?
No. We answered
No.
that earlier. We don't think he's gonna
No.
win. We think Brock Lesnar is gonna come out with the win, unfortunately. And we're not the ones excited for that. It's WWE that's make it kind of predictable that they want to set this up for a future
pretty much.
rematch. Yep.
Yep.
Which is fortunate because I don't think it's necessary. And not only that, but it killed the whole momentum of Brock Lesnar basically retiring, and yet they still say that Brock is retired, but yet we're gonna still go on and probably have another match at Night of Champions. So real quick, do you think if they had a third rematch, is that at Night of Champions? Because we're thinking that SummerSlam is Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. So if they're gonna have their third match, would that be a Night of Champions?
I can see it.
I can see it too. So it could happen.
Burn, thank you for the comment. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Welcome to the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Thank you. All righty, guys. We'll see you next time.